Hey, how you guys doing? So let's talk about the results for the Nijigasaki girls after the first episode. So of course the anime is going right now and we've passed the first episode. And here's the poll as I showed before. It's just you rate your girls 1 through 11. So that includes Shiriko because we do know she's coming in. But I asked you guys to go ahead and vote for who you think is the best and worst girl so far with the knowledge of the first episode. I've done polls like this before, so of course I'm going to compare this to the previous polls and see how those girls have shifted over time here. After the first episode, let's get to the results before the anime was released, which I had 467 voters here. So these were all the results from before, so we knew that Yu was doing really poorly because people didn't know much about her. There was no great material for it beyond the game, I guess, but you didn't even really knew who she was because she was supposed to be us. So she did poorly and Shiriko did poorly as well, but we ended up having Kanta winning and Setsu's still doing pretty well as well as Ayumu. So how does that change? Well, here's a visual way to see how they've done. I ranked them through 1 through 11, 11 being the worst here. So this is a nice graphic way. I might have made the girls a little too big here, but these are the results for these girls. So we have Ayumu winning this one, and that should be to no big surprise. So let's take a look at the actual results here. I had 215 voters, and I'm not going to go as depth as I normally do because I got to do this every week. So I'll be a little bit more light on this, and I won't be looking too far into demographics unless a heck of a lot more voters get on here and a lot more attention comes to this. So maybe if that's the case, I will. But the results are here. As we can still see, Setsuna Yuki still gets second here. She's still very much loved. She got the most first place votes as indicated by being highlighted in yellow. The silver is going to give second place and bronze third place, while red indicates you were the worst for that section. So Ayumu ends up winning because she got the most second and third place votes, and she was already doing pretty well. She was averaging, in the top 2, 3, 4 places usually, but here she secures first mainly because the first episode was really much focused on her. But we also get to see some actual content from Yu, and Yu skyrocketed all the way up to 6th place, so she did very well. While Shiriko suffers because, we didn't see in the first episode, so a lot of people just don't know much about her. So if you go ahead and take a look at the results below, you can compare to see how they did as well before it. So of course Kanto dropping from 1st all the way to 7th, mainly because you just saw her sleep and that was it, which I guess that is an important part of her, but of course this is going to have to change because a lot of people didn't get a good look at a lot of these girls. That's why like Emma dropped a lot as well. Kana I guess dropped, but people weren't so hot about her as before. And Rina skyrocketed up a lot though, so a lot of people probably interested in her reactions. So overall, we do see some major improvements from girls who actually got a bit more of a spotlight here, and the ones who didn't really tanked. Yes, I do have less voters here, so that does play as a factor here. But the general gist is that the girls who got big spotlights right now are going to get really high in these positions for right now. Once we get more exposure to other girls, I expect this to balance out so we can get a better look on what people feel about each of the girls. So yes, it's going to be a little skewed to Ayumu and a tiny bit more to Yu so far, but I think it's fair for Yu because she literally had nothing before, so at least she's not going to get destroyed. Now for Shiriko, she's also going to get destroyed until we actually get some actual content for her for a while probably, because a lot of people are still not aware of all of her other stuff. Even she's not even in the game for Love Live All-Stars for worldwide users. So I do want you guys to take this with a grain of salt, but it is interesting to see how these girls will be evolving in people's hearts over time. So it's obvious the girls who get spotlight early will have better results early on. So here I'm just gonna have a bunch of the results over time per episode. So of course episode 2 will be happening eventually, and I have a little grid system to the right to show you what it means when I highlight. I have the typical gold, silver, bronze deal. White, it means it's in the neutral area, so middle of the pack, and then red meaning bad. So you can at least get a visual look to see like, oh wow, this person was always good because they always got a bunch of yellow or silver or whatnot. This person always was not viewed very well because you see a bunch of reds. So that's kind of the gist here. And here of course is all the statistics for those guys who are interested in looking at that. If you're wondering, I'm not going to go into depth right now. That's a lot of work to do every week, but it's there for you guys to at least look at if you're curious about the demographics of the viewers to see. And that of course obviously mine is definitely dominant by the USA. Here are all the people who wish to be credited for the video. Thank you so much for participating in this video. I really appreciate it. And of course, for those who are interested, I'll give you a link in the description to the second poll in the description below. So go ahead and vote if you're interested once you have watched the second episode, please. And here are a variety of comments that people gave to me explaining why they vote in a certain way. Some people have really been transformed on their opinion for Yu and Ayumu, of course, because they're, you know, the episode's focused on her, but you know, also people still like Setsuna. So that's more or less it for this video. What do you guys think about these girls so far? And of course, we're gonna probably maybe see Kasumi shift up in the next episode, seeing that it's gonna be focusing on her. So I do expect that to see that happen, but we'll have to wait and see once I open up the second poll. Of course, it is still gonna be closed. I do have the link available, but I'm not gonna have it open early because I don't want people to vote before they even see the episode. Also, let me know if you guys actually have that much trouble watching the episodes or you're a week behind. Maybe I can come up with a solution where, I don't know, Discord or something, and I can just play the video at some point, but I don't know if people time are gonna line up very well with that. I don't know, maybe we'll see about it. If that many people are that interested in it, maybe we can do that, and that can help you guys out, stay a little bit more caught up with the rest of us. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll have to see how episode 2 affects these rankings. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.